Hey, you guys! Welcome back to another episode of The Loaf featuring fan and laundry basket coming to you from my bedroom. What? I'm super excited to be here and kind of just share with you something that I've been thinking about a lot lately. So I'll just start with a question. What's the point? What's the point of being a Christian? What happens at the end of all of this? What's our goal? Now, I know what some of you are thinking, Paige, it's 11 a.m. on a random Thursday. You can't be hitting me with questions like that without some preparation. Now, I feel that. But let me just propose something to you, okay? That I've been thinking about. The point is shalom. Shalom is a Hebrew word that means peace. It also means to be complete. It means wholeness. It means things being used for their intended purposes. Shalom is this concept. It's what happens. It's what God is trying to create here on earth. He wants to bring restoration and renewal to all things. When God created the earth, it was in shalom. Everything was being used for its intended purpose. We were complete, we were whole, and then sin entered the picture, and shalom was no more, and there was broken relationship with God, broken relationship between Adam and Eve, and a misuse of creation. So yeah, shalom. There's so much about it that I cannot explain and cannot explain eloquently, but I will link you to a video by the guys from the Bible Project. I love the Bible Project, by the way. They're great. I'll link a video that they have about shalom, about this concept, so that you can learn more about it. But the point of shalom is that as Christians, our goal is to live into that shalom in the here and now. Live into that renewal and that restoration of creation. You may be thinking, Paige, that's all fine and dandy, right? Like, okay, yeah, we're supposed to like participate in the renewal of creation and be God's agents here on earth. But like, how do you do that? Because it's one thing to say and one thing to implement it. And I think a good place to start is in Matthew. A little something called the Beatitudes. That's what we call it. But it's part of the Sermon on the Mount. Sorry, I'm grabbing my Bible from the floor. I'm not as flexible as I think. Even that was a little hard for me. But it's in Matthew. Matthew 5, what is that? 3 through 12. It lays out some stuff that's important to us in trying to participate in the restoration of creation. And this is when Jesus was on earth. This is during the Sermon on the Mount. And I'm just going to read it a little bit. I'll be paraphrasing, but it is Matthew 5, 3 through 12, if you want to look that up in your Bible and kind of see it for yourself. So it says, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, blessed are those who mourn, blessed are the meek, blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, blessed are the merciful, blessed are the pure in heart, blessed are the peacemakers, and blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness." So I think that the Beatitudes is a great place to start. It shows us some characteristics that we can live by, live into, so that we can participate in that restoration by being poor in spirit, by being, humble, by hungering and thirsting for righteousness, by being merciful, by being pure in heart and loving, by being peacemakers. We can live into shalom, into restoration, by exhibiting these characteristics and working on those within ourselves to be better people and to exhibit the love of God to our neighbor, to just live out that love in our lives and participate in restoration that way. So that's all I have for today on the topic. I brushed it briefly. Like I said, it's a huge topic. I'll link you guys to that Bible Project video, and maybe I'll talk more about it in specific ways that we can live into the restoration of creation now and be a part of what God's doing on the earth and in our lives, by, you know, restoring relationships and things like that. So cool. Think about that this week. What are some ways that you can start to live into those characteristics a little bit? Ask God. Be in prayer. Read your Bible. Some things might stand out to you. The Bible is a living word, and sometimes it reads you and points out things that you may not have noticed the first time around. The Spirit works through the Word. So read your Bible. Be in prayer. Journal about it. Think on those things. And really try to reflect on ways that you can be a part of Shalom in the here and now. Well, I love and I miss you guys. The hardest part about this virus is not being like at church and being around you guys and getting to see your faces all the time. Like I said, I'm also very badly in need of a haircut, which is why I'm wearing a hat today. I would love a haircut. But yeah. I'll see you guys when we get back together, when we can all get together again. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your Thursday. Go out and do something active or do something creative. Do something that makes you happy today. And we will see you tomorrow here at 11 a.m. on The Loaf. See you guys later.